Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today I thought I'd make a quick video and talk about some of the things that I like to do that are inexpensive or not expensive at all to do in my spare time to have fun. So the first thing I like to do is I like to make bar soap. This is one of my recent batches of bar soap. I scented it with lavender and had fun with some of the soap colorants and I wanted it bluer than what it is, but it turned out to be a really nice color, and it smells great. I got about 22 bars in a 3-pound batch. I do plan on maybe someday making a video showing how I make bar soap, and I use this for bathing and even my hair. And so that's one thing I like to do. Another thing I like to do is I like to garden. I learned how to garden in containers probably about 8 years ago by watching YouTube. And now I have a house and I have an in-ground garden, and every year gardening is an experience for me. Sometimes I have good yields, sometimes I have disastrous yields, but I still come back next year and try again. I like to garden. I also like to crochet, and this is a washcloth in the making. I make these to wash my dishes with. They're 100% cotton yarn, and I also plan on making a video here shortly on how to make these in case you don't know how. I also like puzzle books. I've had these puzzle books for a long time, but going through my decluttering process that I'm going through, these are something that I won't get rid of, even though I don't do these all the time, because sometimes I do just get into that mood to where I want to do a puzzle book. So puzzle books, another thing I like to do. And in one of my previous videos that I did, I also talked about learning to paint. That's another thing that I found out that I like to do. And here's some more paintings that I have done. I've done this one. And I already had the supplies. So again, it didn't cost me, I didn't have to go out and buy a bunch of supplies because I already had most of the supplies. And now I have a lot of supplies because I found I liked doing it. So before I went on all these money-saving challenges, I was buying canvases and paints and stuff when it was on sale. So now I have a lot of supplies for that. Here's another picture that I started months ago and then kind of came to a dead end. It's not finished, but I just haven't picked up with it. But someday I will. It's not something that I will get rid of. And if I decide that I don't like it as it is, I can always paint over it and come up with something else. But these are things that I like to do in my spare time. Also, I like jigsaw puzzles. I have this one I haven't even done yet. I like them that have a lot of busy color stuff in there because for me it's easier to focus on to gather up all the pieces to make the bike or something like that, or maybe the house up here. So I like doing puzzles, and I finally have a craft room with a table big enough to do a 2,000 piece puzzle. So that's another thing that I like to do. And I collect puzzles. When I was going through decluttering, I did get rid of a puzzle. One puzzle, hey, that's a start, right? But I got rid of one puzzle, and but this puzzle I haven't even done yet, so I'm not going to get rid of that one yet. And that's all I have right now for things that I like to do. I also like to cook and bake. I think it's fun to come up with my own recipes or find a recipe in a cookbook and maybe just tweak it a little bit to make it my own, omit something or add stuff to it. And so these are all things that I like to do. What are some of the things that you like to do that don't cost a lot of money? And sometimes I'll even just take Stitch out for a walk in a nice day. Summer's coming on, and it's just nice to get out and get some fresh air and walk the dog. He's my excuse for going outside. So anyway, let me know in the comments what you guys like to do for fun that's inexpensive, doesn't cost a lot of money, and it's fun to do. So that's all I have for now, and I'll see you next time here on Survive with What You Know. Bye.